Welcome to the Nightly Rant
with
your hosts, Mike
and Torya.
This is the show where we examine society from a sarcastic point of view.
If you like insane conversations, this is definitely the show for you.
Let's get into today's topic.
Well, here we are into 2024.
It's a whole
Boy,
new year.
yeah, but did it start like a nightmare?
It's been a real party.
So
Like a real party.
the
Woo!
so that was Monday was the 1st, right?
Mhm.
31st. So on the 30th, which was the Saturday, this one wanted breakfast. We tend to eat that meal.
Especially on the weekends.
We hopped in the old SUV and we boogied on over to Centennial Hills, and we had
Eggworks,
Eggworks.
because it's my favorite.
And you started feeling ill.
By the time we got home, I was starting to feel a little shifty. And then by that afternoon, I was just like, I'm tired. I'm going to sit here like a bump. Leave me alone.
And then you COVID tested yourself.
You made me.
Yep. And it was negative.
Yeah.
So we figured out that you had the flu.
Do you know how ironic it would have been for the 2nd December in a row to come home from Eggworks and do a COVID test and be positive?
Right. Well, you had the flu.
Yeah.
And that was Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Then on Monday, we had a friend come over to watch the Winter Classic game with us. And she arrived about half an hour before noon. So like 11:30.
Yeah.
By the time 1 o'clock rolled around, I was feeling like complete and total garbage. And I realized, oh, now I have the flu.
Yep.
But everyone kept saying the flu passes in like 3 to 5 days. Don't worry about it. And so there we were. And quite honestly, we were feeling better by like Saturday night.
Yeah.
So then Sunday, we had football tickets. We went to Allegiant. First time ever. Pretty cool
exciting.
place. Really cool place,
It's
actually.
a really cool stadium.
That one spot where you walk, you're like directly across the egg shape. You're on the opposite side.
Part with the windows?
Yeah. And you look out that window and you can see like the Excalibur right there.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Well, depending on where you were in the stadium, when you looked at that window, you could see different parts of tourist land.
Yeah.
Like from where we were sitting, you could see the Rio.
Yeah. It's interesting. It was really interesting. So we went to that, and like right away, we both talked about how we really need to take it slow and easy because like just getting to our seats was exhausting.
Yeah.
But we felt better. Like we could eat. I was like, honest to God, I don't think I ate much at all for the whole first week.
Other than the chicken soup that I went to Walmart to get for you.
I think I ate more at the football game than the whole entire week combined. So point being, we definitely felt better. And the next day rolls around and it's a Monday. Oh, I'm drilled again. I feel like garbage. And it's just like, I just had to take it easy. It took a little more than 2 weeks to feel better.
You seem to finally be feeling yourself yesterday. So yeah.
What makes you say that? I'm curious.
Because you actually sat in your office and did some work.
All blipping day.
Yeah.
I was like 8 until 5:30.
Yeah.
Well, I also feel like I'm acting a bit more like myself. Like, you posted on my birthday, which has recently passed. I'm 29 again. Never forget. That's my age. 29. It's true.
Okay.
It's not a problem, is it?
You're ridiculous.
I've been 29 30 times. So what's wrong with that?
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot of 29s.
Anyway,
so it was my birthday, and I'm trying to remember where I was going with this.
you were talking about what I posted on Facebook.
Oh, and you posted on your story this picture of me when we first got the ball gun for Bree.
Yeah.
And I was pretending like I was going to point it at her. I had it pointed up.
Before it got super cold.
And yeah, I had it pointed up, and I was looking like I was looking at her like I was going to shoot her. And you said another crazy year of you being you. Well, I feel like I'm me now again.
Good.
Like I had a good time. I mean, you saw what I did in here today.
How you destroyed your
I
office.
completely obliterated the disaster that was in here.
Yeah, you did good. Put it this way. There is actually room for me to sit down for us to podcast.
Yeah, she didn't need to move like 73 things for it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was a crappy way to start the year.
Yeah, but maybe we've got it over with. Maybe now it can just be a nice, comfortable, happy, beautiful, lovely year full of happiness and awesomeness.
Well, I just got to say the thing I learned, though, was just to be patient. You know what? Work needs to get done, but you can't do it because you're sick. So, oh, well,
Yeah.
you just sit there and, you make adjustments and you make it work.
Yeah. And everything will get caught up and everything will get done. And anything that doesn't get done didn't really need to get done. And
Yeah.
all good things.
No, you're not wrong. And I think that 2024, it's now, our second New Year's here, living here. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. The third calendar year for us in Vegas.
Yeah. And then shortly it'll be the start of our third year here. I mean,
well,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. I can't believe that the time has gone by so fast.
Right?
It's almost like we just closed our eyes and reopened them and here we are. It's so weird.
It's crazy.
But
we like it here. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a place that's kind of built for how we are. Like, one of the things I really like is we like to go see live music. But if where we were living in California, if there was a show, it was basically that night and that was it.
Right.
Here, if we were like, oh, let's go catch 90 Station on Fremont Street.
We have like 7 nights to choose from in the near future.
And then if we were like, you know what, I'm too tired to go to see 90 Station tonight. That's cool. We can go tomorrow night. That's how it works here. And I love that because it gives us the freedom to like, nah, let's just wait. Or, you know what, I don't feel it tonight. Let's go another night.
If we want to go see our favorite Velvet Elvis, there's multiple locations we can go see them at too. It's not like you always have to go to this exact stage on Fremont Street. It's not the exact same show every single time.
The other locations tend to be more intimate because people aren't going there specifically to see live music. So you go to Fremont Street, they expect to see live music.
Right.
But you're walking down the strip by New York, New York. You don't expect to see the Pepsi stage there and a band playing on it. You just not something you think about.
This is true.
It's there. So I don't think it's a destination spot like Fremont Street. So it's kind of cool. It would be cool for me to go see these people that I like in a place that's more intimate like that. I don't know.
I get it.
I don't know. But that's what I like about Vegas. I like the ability to be spontaneous.
It also doesn't take us very long to get anywhere. Like, we don't have to plan hours of travel time before and after something. Like, put it this way. If we wanted to go to an Aviators game, minor league baseball, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes home.
At the worst.
Yeah. When we were living in California, if we wanted to go to a Dodger game, it was at least, we had to leave 2 hours before the game started.
Minimum.
And that one time we took the bus, 3 hours before the game started. Yep.
Although that was a nice way to go.
Yeah, but it's a shit ton of travel time. And then when the game is over or when you decide to leave, you have all that travel time back.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, and like I said, that's why you can't be as spontaneous. You can be so spontaneous here. We could literally be sitting here and go, oh, the Desert Dogs they have a game on Friday. We don't have anything we're doing. Let's go to the game. They have a special sale. Why not? We'd go.
We could quite literally be sitting here and I could be like, hey, I want to go eat at Twisted Pizza all the way over in Henderson. It's pretty much clear on the other side of the city from us. And we could do it.
But that's a pretty long drive, that one, compared to what you're talking about.
But we could do it and would do it.
It's easy because it's just time. It's not like bumper to bumper traffic and whatnot, which is what you got in LA. You got nothing but honk, honk. And then you sit in that smog-ridden streets.
Oh my God. We were watching that Road Wars earlier, and they were on that one freeway that we had driven on all the time.
Or the 110.
Mm-hmm. And so what happened was there was a car that had hit the wall, looked like, and was like kind of broken in one lane and partially in another. And it was dark, and they didn't turn their hazard lights on, and every other car was hitting them. And it just turned into this massive cluster of doom. All these cars hitting all these other cars because there's just so many people.
And they don't pay any attention, and they're not expecting the dart to slam into another car.
Right.
It's different here. It really is. It's very different here. And I mean, there are things here that are bad. Drivers, for instance.
But apparently less bad than California.
Yeah, according to the poll.
According to whatever study they studied.
Someone said on like the Las Vegas subreddit, they said, imagine that there are other states where people think they're worse drivers than they are here.
They're awful here.
Well, the thing I never understand here is how many people you see with no license plate.
I got cut off by a concrete mixing truck today.
Oh, God. Well, that's right. You had to drive today. I forgot. I only drove to my place over there.
You know how terrifying it is to get cut off by a concrete mixing truck? I was like, oh, break time. Jeez.
Yeah. You don't want
That's not something I want to
fight with that. No.
Mm-mm.
But it's like lack of license plates, crazy drivers,
They're drunk drivers.
The fact that people are high or drunk while they're driving, or they just run through a red light just because they're in a hurry.
Yeah.
It's the amount of people that do that here. It's just like outrageous, if you ask me.
That was the other weird thing I encountered while driving today. When I was leaving the doctor's office, I was behind a line of 11 police cars. No lights, no sirens, just a line.
They must have had
cars.
like a meeting somewhere.
And they went like straight up to Nea. So I was behind them for a while.
They must have had like a meeting or something somewhere.
Yeah.
Or a training. Weird. You know, sometimes they have trainings and they send a bunch of cars.
And then they were in the turn lane to turn right before I turned. So that's when I counted them. 11. Not even exaggerating.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm sure people ran red lights right in front of this convoy of 11 police cars, too. Like, that's how crazy these people are.
Well, yeah, the drivers here are less than desirable. But, I mean, the entertainment factor alone here is worth it. Really is. There's a lot of entertainment here.
Well, and what's nice is if the entertainment that you want is somewhere else, traveling to and from here is very inexpensive.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately for you, I'm starting to get interested in some of the local music scene here. Like, really interested in the local music scene here. There's actually quite a really good local music, like not cover bands, people trying to play in a casino. These are people who are like, they're going to be making albums and touring with Green Day. These kind of people. That's cool stuff. And when I was teens, 20s, 30s, I did that shit all the time.
That's
cool.
Those
things. So
you do you, man.
If you don't like it, you just say so, and
I'll tag along when I want to tag along, and I won't tag along when I don't want to tag along.
Exactly.
Maybe I'll make friends who like quilting. Maybe I will.
You know what? That'd be good. I think, well, you know what? That's another thing that's weird about this place is making friends here is next to impossible.
It's funny. You said you were 29 at the beginning of the episode, and I just let everybody know that I'm 92.
Yep.
Yeah. That's me.
Well, but I'm 29 because I stopped counting at that point. So.
And I'm 92 because I act like a little old lady.
Sometimes. But I mean, if you say that, then Alyssa's 92 as well. I mean,
she is. She crochets.
It's kind of crazy.
She crochets. She's in my 92-year-old lady club.
You know what?
It's perfect.
Though?
I love it.
You know what's interesting? It's kind of like chess for me with her crocheting. It gives her something to focus her brain on that isn't related to her work.
Yeah.
And so it's a distraction. And it's just like you with your quilting. Take your mind off of other things and you focus on that one fun thing. Right?
Yep.
So.
And most days it is indeed fun.
Well, it's like playing the guitar. That's another and last thing we'll talk about and then we'll get out of here. Because, you know, I took 2 weeks off, basically. I played maybe 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. But I couldn't sit up long enough. I was like, honestly, that sick. You know, like I would sit up and I'd be like ready to Ralph. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, you were kind of weird.
And then I came back and I played 2 days ago. And I couldn't believe, like, my Master of Puppets was up like by 10% speed wise. I could not believe how much I had improved in those 2 weeks. And so I said something and Joe was like, yeah, it's like going to the gym. You have to have time to recover once in a while.
Yep.
And I was like, I never thought about that you're like constantly exercising your fingers and your wrist when you're playing guitar. And there comes a point probably where it's just exhausted and it's just like, all right, you're not growing anymore because I'm too tired to let you grow.
Yeah, your muscles need a break.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to like think about that and schedule that in every so many months.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. I went I went a year without a real break.
Yeah. You were saying earlier every like 3 to 6 months you'd take like a week off. I think that's
I'm just saying, but I
right.
went a year.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so that wasn't bad. That's what I'm getting at. It's like, it was nice. So anyway, but it's fun to be back and playing. And, you know, I have the new amp and it's throwing me off because it's sounds way better than this little dinky thing. But I'm so used to this little dinky thing that it's just throwing me off. But I think by moving over there and playing on that side now, on the other side of the desk, it'll make me feel more comfortable. Because then I can actually hear what I'm.
Alrighty. Well,
anyway, guys,
that's
guys,
the update on us.
I did want to mention one thing, though. You know, you guys must like our sassiness. I mean, that's why you would listen to us, is if you like sassiness. So I think you should go check out thoughtmerch.com, the sassiest merch shop on the internet. This one over here comes up with a lot of the designs, and she's pretty much the sassiest individual I've ever met in my life. So it kind of fits. So yeah, thoughtmerch.com. Go check it out.
All right. Thought Merch. Sassy, salty, and surprising. Good night, everyone.
Still a bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Nightly Rant.
If you enjoyed the show, please give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or Google Play.
If you didn't enjoy the show, please just ignore that previous request for a rating.
This has been a Yogi's Podcast Network production.